Oh my God! Oh, look at that! Holy smokes, man!
Yeah.
I'm absolutely disgusted. But what else do we expect from very white, privileged, cis, hetero men protecting each other because we always mistake wealth and inheritance for genius? So yay, Elon Musk gets what he wants, his buddy back on the air, in order to finish burning down democracy while he finishes burning down the town square.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You guys knew that it was coming. You knew that it was coming. The liberal / mainstream media meltdown over Elon Musk restoring President Donald J. Trump's account back to Twitter. Okay, they're acting like it's the end of the world, right? But you know, it's unsurprising because these people apparently they hate democracy, right? They don't really like democracy, right? The people that told us, lectured us about how great democracy is. Elon Musk puts out a poll, right, in which he asked people, hey, do you want to restore Trump's account back to Twitter? Majority of the people said yes, and Elon Musk does it, right? The democracy crusaders melt down. Again, it's amazing how that works, right? It really goes to show you guys exactly what these people are about, okay? They don't really care about democracy. What they actually really care about is power, okay? Democracy is code name for power and control. That's what it's about, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of the reactions here from the mainstream liberal media. And we're going to start with CNN, who, again, last night, like everybody else, was kind of shocked and surprised to see that Elon Musk had restored Donald Trump's account. And then obviously, you know, this morning, Sunday, you know, the whole program is about, you know, Trump's account and, you know, should he be restored and if he's going to get back on it, what did that mean for democracy, yada, yada, yada. So we'll just go ahead and roll these clips. Take a look.
This just into CNN. Donald Trump's Twitter account is back. Elon Musk reinstated the former president just minutes ago. This is President Trump's Twitter page here. Until tonight, it had said account suspended. Earlier tonight, Musk posted a poll on Twitter asking if people thought Donald Trump should be allowed back on the service. Musk says the results showed that people wanted Trump to return. He tweeted this: "The people have spoken. Trump will be reinstated. Vox Populi, Vox Dei," which is Latin. It means the voice of God, the voice of the people, the voice of God. Twitter's previous management suspended Trump indefinitely just days after the January 6th Capitol insurrection. I want to bring in CNN media analyst and media reporter for Axios, Sarah Fisher, with us now on the phone. We were just talking about Twitter here in the last hour or so, Sarah, this big development now. What do you make of this news?
Well, I'm actually surprised, Brianna, because per our conversation earlier, I thought Elon Musk would wait until Facebook made this call in January. But it seems that he was eager to move forward. He did this Twitter poll. Many millions of people voted. And the last time I checked, it wasn't really a wide margin. It was about 52% of people who voted in the poll said that Donald Trump should be reinstated. And Elon Musk, moving quickly as he does, very quickly reinstated Donald Trump after that poll.
It feels like deja vu a little bit, a combination of Trump going out there and talking witch hunts, but also he's back on Twitter. What will that mean for him, for our politics this time around?
Was taken off Twitter in the first place for inciting the violent insurrection against the Capitol. You're a member of the committee investigating the insurrection. What do you make of Elon Musk reinstating Donald Trump?
Well, look, I mean, I get that people are on all sides of this debate. The fact that he did it with a poll of which, you know, however many percent of those could have been bots that aren't real people voting in that. Secondarily, I don't know if, you know, that decision should be made by some poll. I mean,
Schiff, thank you for joining us. I want to begin with the news overnight that Donald Trump has been reinstated by Elon Musk on Twitter. Watching the January 6th committee hearings, Trump's tweets were a big part of the story to be told. What do you think of him being back on Twitter?
I think it's a terrible mistake, and you're absolutely right. As we showed in the January 6th hearings, the president used that platform to incite that attack on the Capitol. His comments about the vice president, his own vice president, put Mike Pence's life in danger. He showed no remorse about that. He continues to lie about his actions on that day. He talks about pardoning the people who attacked police officers and attacked the Capitol that day. And it contradicts what Elon Musk said, that he was going to establish a council to evaluate this, and further contradicts Musk and his claimed concern about bots on his own platform, to subject the decision to a poll on a platform that could be easily abused that way. It just underscores the erratic leadership of Twitter now under Musk, but also the security concerns with security people fleeing Twitter and what that means for the protection of Americans' private data.
Yeah, he did it with that snap.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Now let's read some reactions here from some of the pro-censorship organizations that basically are the reason why we're in this situation in the first place, where people really don't have free speech on the internet anymore. Derek Johnson, who I believe is the leader of the NAACP, which is an organization that should be abolished, right? You are failing our democracy. Your garbage poll means nothing. Did people outside the U.S. vote? Did you reach out to marginalized communities, the targets of Trump's rhetoric, for their input? Your followers don't represent America. If you run Twitter like this, God help us all. And then he goes on to demand any advertiser still funding Twitter should immediately pause all advertising now. Again, so this is what they try to do, right? They get mad, they get pissed, and then they try to undermine the platform. They try to destroy the platform by demanding that advertisers not advertise on their platform. Well, I'm demanding that nobody send donations to the NAACP anymore. Don't send any donations to the NAACP, okay? Don't do it. And if you do it, you are a threat to free speech. You're a threat to the First Amendment. You're anti-American. And I don't know, maybe you should be shipped overseas, right? Maybe you should be thrown in jail. I'm just saying, if that's where you want to take it, we can take it there. Because these POSs are the reason why we are in this situation, okay? Again, Jonathan Greenblatt, who is the head of another organization that probably should be abolished, or at the very least defunded, he spoke out on this. He says, for Elon Musk to allow Donald Trump back on Twitter ostensibly after a brief poll show he is not remotely serious about safeguarding the platform from hate, harassment, and misinformation. As we said before, Trump used Twitter to foment intolerance, issue threats, and incite a violent attack against the U.S. government. Moreover, he has shown no indication that he would do anything different if given the opportunity. When the ADL and other Stop Hate for Profit leaders met with Elon Musk on 11/1, he committed to not replatform anyone regardless of stature until he installed a transparent, clear process that took into consideration the views of civil society. Is that not what the poll is? Right. He did exactly what he told you he was going to do. But again, you understand here. You understand. These people hate democracy. Let's continue. Elon Musk's decisions over the last month have been erratic and alarming, but this decision is dangerous and is a threat to American democracy. We need to ask, is it time for Twitter to go? Elon Musk responded. He said, hey, stop defaming me. Yeah, bruh. I want y'all to understand this. This is how crazy these people are. Elon Musk does a poll, in which me personally, I don't think the poll had anything to do with Elon Musk's decision. I think he was going to do it regardless. Okay, the poll might have been more about bots. It could have been more just to see, right, what people think, but it could have been to prove a point. But I don't think that the poll was actually relevant to his decision. I think he was going to do it regardless of the outcome. He does a poll. Most people vote, a majority of people vote for yes, we want Trump back on the platform. And the people who have been lecturing us about democracy, the people who say that, hey, the U.S. should be a full democracy, right? Our national elections should be decided by popular vote, right? This is what they say, okay? They want our national elections, the presidential elections, to be decided by popular vote. They got pissed when Trump lost the popular vote to Hillary, okay, and he still became president. They say this is undemocratic. We hate this. Elon Musk puts out a poll in which a majority of people by popular vote say we want Trump back on the platform, and they are saying that that is a threat to democracy. Wow. I mean, I don't know like what to say anymore. Again, if you guys aren't seeing exactly what this is, I don't know what to tell you. This is a power grab. Okay, I think this guy right here, Joel M. Pettin, kind of, drives home the point. He says, whether or not you appreciate Trump's comments on social media, the head of the ADL threatening a private company to force them to keep the former president off Twitter is a far greater threat to American democracy than Elon Musk allowing Trump back on the platform. Exactly. Right. Exactly. It really is. That's the actual threat to democracy. When you have these censorship organizations like the NAACP and ADL basically trying to control what these private companies are and are not allowed to do and who they're allowed to platform and who they're not allowed to platform. Again, when they are doing things that they like, they're deplatforming people that they disagree with. Oh, no, it's great. They're a private company. They can do whatever they want. But then when a private company does do whatever they want and it's not something that the leftists like, they want to boo-hoo on and complain about it. And so it's a threat to democracy. Twitter is dangerous. But yet they're silent on TikTok, an app that literally is dangerous, right? I mean, Biden's FCC commissioner compared it to fentanyl, right? Fentanyl. It is a surveillance app. It is a spying app from the Chinese government, and nobody is screaming and crying about the dangers of TikTok, in which, again, our children, not only is it a surveillance app from China, our children are being brainwashed, right? Actively brainwashed on the app, being encouraged to participate in dangerous activities that are leading to people losing their lives. And again, it's silence and crickets, right? But when it comes to Twitter, though, they're upset because Trump is being allowed back on the platform when he shouldn't have ever been suspended in the first place. Again, it's amazing to me how these people prioritize some of these issues, right? What's dangerous, what's not dangerous, okay? And it's funny because all of this is for nothing, because here's the thing. There's no indication that Trump actually is going to get back on the platform.
Truth Social is through the roof. It's doing phenomenally well. Truth Social has been very, very powerful, very, very strong. And I'll be staying there. But I hear we're getting a big vote to also go back on Twitter. I don't see it because I don't see any reason for it.
Truth Social, if you're wondering, is the other thing Americans don't know anything about, and I think that's the crux of the matter. Can he resist this bigger, it's a much bigger audience on Twitter than he ever got on Truth Social. So no matter what he says here, there will always be a temptation for Trump to take the bigger megaphone.
Yeah, I've spoken to a few of his aides over the last, several months about this question, because when it became clear that Elon Musk was probably going to buy Twitter, then the next question was, okay, does Trump get back on? He's saying publicly he won't do it, but pretty much everyone I talk to thinks that at some point he's going to go back on if he judges that it's expedient and useful to him, which he believes it is. He thinks it's his voice directly to the people, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. So again, in regards to the question of whether or not Trump should get back on Twitter, it's really simple. If he wants to be president again, if he wants to increase his chances of becoming president again, increasing his reach, he needs to get back on Twitter. However, if he wants to do right by his investors in Truth Social and his company, his business, then he needs to stay on Truth Social. However, again, Trump can get back on Twitter if he wants to. It's just that he does have a contract stipulation with Truth Social in which he has to post to Truth Social first, at least 6 hours in advance before posting to Twitter. Okay, that is what he's allowed to do, apparently, according to CNBC. So, with that being said, I mean, he can do it. He can post on Twitter. He just has to post on Truth Social first, and that kind of might be what he ends up doing. I still think that probably would be devastating to the company in the long term, considering how, again, the value proposition of that company is one, the whole being more free speech than Twitter, which, again, Elon Musk has kind of took away some of that value proposition, and the fact that Trump is exclusively on the platform. If he goes back to Twitter, that takes away that value proposition as well, too. So, like I said, all this outrage from the left, the meltdowns, could be for nothing, because Trump can ultimately decide not to get back on Twitter because of his obligations to Truth Social. So, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.